Well, good morning. It's 8:12, 58 degrees in downtown Galesburg. Galesburg's morning news. Tyler Gum, Jay Redfern, Cameron Line. Today, Galesburg's morning news. We're joined by Lori Ayton with Give Back Galesburg, a local organization making a big impact by supporting our community's youth and wellness initiatives. From their successful Gold Out basketball game last winter to their upcoming Glow Up game at the Streaks versus Geneseo football game coming up October 3rd, Give Back Galesburg is all about fostering fitness and fun. So, of course, Lori, welcome back. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good to be here. Thank you.
What were you saying last time she was here is 15
well,
below?
Earlier this year, it was like 15 below when she was in, so
yeah,
she brings better weather today.
We got the 90s coming up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I can't get the right combo there.
Well, I guess, to start things off, Lori, can you kind of give us an overview? What is Give Back Galesburg?
Sure. So Give Back Galesburg is an organization of volunteers, and our purpose is to focus on pediatric health and wellness. So we work with and support the Klein Pediatric Wellness Center here in town. So, they've got a variety of programming, everything from going into the preschools, talking about their edible alphabet program. They do babysitting clinics. The biggest contributions recently that we've seen in the school district has been the Fitbit donations that the Klein Pediatric Wellness Center did for the grade schools. So last year completed those. So they had put one at Silas, at Steele, and at King last year. So this fall, we're kind of going to focus on our donations from our upcoming event to go to help with some new cardio equipment for a cardio room at the Kimbrough Fieldhouse. So that's kind of what our Glow Up game is going to be focused on October 3rd.
Nice.
Before we look ahead, let's look back at the winter 2025 Gold Out game. I think that raised like $5,000 for the Klein Pediatric Wellness Center. What were some of the highlights from that event?
So, what I think is kind of the most exciting one is the halftime auction that we have at the basketball game. So, I think that a cake that was made by our high school GAVC students, I think it sold for about $500. So the auctions are very exciting, and those are fun. We had T-shirt sales. We had a variety of other items that were created by like our GAVC building trade students and some of the, other students that were showing off their talents. So, it's always just a very kind of high energy game. So we had a good time with that. And this coming winter, we're planning another Gold Out game, but this time we're going to have it on a girls' game on a Thursday night. Cool. So we're kind of excited about that too. Yeah.
And where did that money go? The $5,000.
Yep. So that gets donated to the Klein Pediatric Wellness Center. So they'll use it for some of those examples of the programming that I was talking about, and some of the other things that they do, focusing on youth wellness and health.
Okay. The big fall event is the Glow Up game, as we mentioned, Streaks versus Geneseo football game on October 3rd. What's the kind of the vision for that event?
Yep. So we're going to get our glow up on, I guess, at that game. So we're going to be, we've got T-shirt sales that are started. We're going to have a lot of just events that we hope will kind of generate this good enthusiasm. So we're focusing on some neon and glow things. So everything from the, glow in the dark glasses, neons. We have the Klein Pediatric Wellness Center is sponsoring some glow or some of the neon footballs that we'll be throwing out to the crowd. So that's always fun. Our GHS art students, some of those are going to be doing some face painting, which we think will be neat as well to get the kids involved. And we're having some raffles that'll be different than what we've done in the wintertime games. So we've got a kind of a sports equipment neon themed basket that's going to be raffled off. Our own talented Meg Carl has created some very nice Illinois and Iowa fleece blankets. I particularly like one a little better than the other, but they're both very, very nice. We've got a stadium seat package, and we're hopefully going to get a neon cake. So those are some of our raffles that we'll be putting together as well.
And the T-shirt pre-orders, I think, go through September 22nd?
That's correct. So that's kind of our big push this week and next week. We know homecoming is going on at the high school, so, there's a little bit of activities happening there, but we're going to be set up at this Friday's homecoming game to help people order their T-shirts, or we can take the payments from them. There's a QR code, there are links, there's stuff on our social media, there's something on your website that's going to be there. So the T-shirt sales are going to be $15. It's a very cool design that I think kids will like that, or everybody will like that. So we're focusing on encouraging people to get the T-shirts to support our efforts.
Talking to Lori Ayton with Give Back Galesburg. So I understand there's going to be a 50-yard dash against the Streaks player and maybe a field goal contest?
Yes. So one of the activities that we're going to have, people could be anybody. I'm imagining students, but anybody could buy a chance to race a streak, or speedy streak, and that person is kind of a mystery at this point.
Okay.
I will say that he's fast. And so someone that wins that contest, they're going to start on the 50-yard line. We're going to push the speedy streak back to about the 30 probably, give the, the commoner a little bit of an extra head start. So that event's going to take place at the end of the first quarter. And same kind of a theory, someone will get a chance to try to kick a field goal at the end of the third quarter. So those are going to be some fun events to pay attention to during those quarter
on that
breaks.
50-yard dash, better make sure they warm up first.
Exactly. Yes, I know. I've already
muscles or Achilles tears or anything like that.
Exactly.
I've seen those before, like at baseball games. I don't know.
Yes.
The Washington Nationals, I don't know if they call it the flash or something, but the guy gets the person gets a huge head start, and this guy just flies around the warning track and wins it every time. So.
G-Haas is going to be on hand, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
They're always
G-Haas
stationed there. Yes,
Okay.
that's right. That's right. So we're looking forward to those kinds of events as well.
And there's going to be some events for the elementary students.
Yes.
Also?
So this past fall, when school was starting up, Roxanne Pacey, who's with OSF, and she does some of the programming for the Klein Pediatric Wellness Center. She and I went out and we had kind of a review with the elementary teachers about the Fitbit equipment. There's been some different PE teachers that maybe didn't get the original training. So, we worked with them and kind of just gave them a review, and we're going to incorporate them and their students to invite them to do kind of a fitness activity at the halftime of the freshman game. They've got these weighted hula hoops that are really a very, very fun activity that the kids like to do. So we're envisioning something like that we'll be inviting elementary kids to come down and do that.
For people who haven't seen them, kind of explain what the Fitbits are.
Sure. So our old school language, we'd call them, playground equipment.
Yeah.
The purpose behind the Project Fit America that that worked with the program, it's equipment that you can use for fitness activities. So we would have called them monkey bars. Their terminology is a horizontal ladder. So the mindset is that when kids are on that equipment, they're trying to be fit and they're kind of challenging themselves. And, you'll hear and you see, I just went out for a VIP breakfast at Steel this past week, and there was a little bit of time we went there. I mean, the little girl that was invited me, we wanted to go to the Fitbit. So she showed me, how far she could go pull up the bar and how she could do the horizontal ladder. So it's very much this promo of trying to be fit and challenging yourself. And so those have been really, really successful, and they're very good for the kids.
Okay. As we wrap up, what's your message to Galesburg, the community, about supporting the Glow Up game and just give back Galesburg overall?
So I'm really excited because this is kind of a next project that focuses on health, and this particular we're supporting, like I mentioned, the new cardio equipment. In working with Nick Young, the AD at the high school, and also Jim Noonan, who's the PE department chair. They're going to be utilizing this equipment as all day for PE students as well as for teams. So, they mentioned that not every kid is a PE lover. They don't want to hop into the basketball games. And they don't necessarily want to hop into those things, but they would enjoy and they would like to challenge themselves by maybe riding bikes or riding stationary bikes. So I'm just really excited to kind of bring this different piece, this different support for this room that a lot of students are really going to be benefiting from. So I'm excited to highlight that, and looking for a lot of neon, and find your construction vests and anything you've got that's glow in the dark. We're looking for a really good turnout on Friday, October 3rd.
Okay. And you mentioned some places where again, can people find out more about Give Back Galesburg?
Sure. So we've got our social media up on Facebook and Twitter. You're welcome to email me with any questions. It's givebackgalesburg@gmail.com. And we've got some stuff here on your website for our upcoming event as well.
Okay.
Well, that's great info.
Good.
We'll have the full interview online at WGIL.com. Lori, thanks a bunch for coming in.
Thank you, fellas.
And I know it's going to keep growing, and looking forward to seeing all that neon.
That's right. Sounds good.
We'll take a quick break. It's Galesburg's Morning News.
Galesburg Downtown Revitalization Project set for fall completion. Nominee selected for Ward 1C.